of having those USPs. But Veggie gets close, and what a beautiful follow-up. Taking down Rops and Kerrigan, now picking up a USP. Does he want to challenge it? There are a lot of people there. He gets one more headshot. He's out of control, and now with the smoke up as well, he just almost won that round. But it's not done yet. He's got the triple. The bomb is down now. That smoke gonna buy a bit of time. They've got that P250 from the beginning of the round on PHR, and he's got the lineup for it. Shot rings out, but it doesn't connect just yet. Now they're moving on to the bomb site. They have a kit. There's Veggie. Oh, he almost gets the ace, but not quite. Frozen will take him down, a quad kill on his own. And that's gonna be the round going to Mousesports. That is unbelievably close.
Yeah, what a round from Veggie. Given the opportunity, a miscue from Mousesports on the rotation. I'm not sure, there must have been a call towards that B bomb site, because in a 5-on-3, you have no reason to bail out of the 8 bomb site like that. This guy right here, Veggie delivering the kills. Rops was abandoned by Kerrigan. But here we are, 1-0 for the Mousesports side. Despite those heroics from Veggie and a kit on Frozen even at the end. Timeout being taken. And we're gonna get a big buy from Veggie here. AK and Armor, they're gonna talk things over because they're actually investing so much into this round. They want to take it right back.
Well, I'm very excited if this is how it's gonna start out. Normally I would have said you get those 2 kills towards CT spawn, don't challenge that next corner. But when he does and gets a headshot and he just plays like, you know what, I'm not afraid of any of these guys, that does get everybody fired up, doesn't it?
It's on an edge. I mean, you're right, because that fight is super sketchy, because all the advantages that you gain with those 2 kills in the A site can actually get thrown away. And he had a teammate actually overextend into that battle as well. That smoke could have been such a nice delay tactic with 2 players behind it. Either way, timeout coming to a close. 2 AK-47s and a Krieg on PHR.
Yeah, we've really powerful buy here in the second round for VP. And the Krieg, well, there you see the power of it. Immediately taking down Woxic. Frozen sticking around, left on 6 health. Or he could have easily gone down there, but so far he'll be all right.
That's 2 rounds. Bihu has been dropped immediately by Frozen, trying to make that same play, swinging across top mid. So rough start for him. AK-47 picked up by Snatchy, but there's no armor. And this is a brutal play from Rops. If he finds the timing, even just a spot of information, Veggie's gonna have to be very careful, but Rops isn't gonna peek in towards T-spawn. And how has Snacks gotten here?
I don't know, but it's a brilliant thing, and I mean, this is one of the things that we do associate with him historically as a player, is just being able to have really incredible movement and timing. So if anyone's gonna do it, it just might be Snacks. Deagle now, I mean, he could do a lot from here.
Well, they need him to deliver, because there's 3 players at this B bomb site. There's gonna be a 3rd one turning. Kerrigan on Catwalk is gonna be able to spin and help out in a massive way. So Snacks has to find basically just a free kill to alleviate some of the pressure when VP decides to move forward.
He was probably hoping someone would come and check it now. He's gonna be proactive about it. One behind the bench, oh, the timing. It might work out against him. There are so many targets, but it's all about whether or not he can actually find the right moment. A bit of noise being made on the other side. 35 seconds on the clock, and Snacks, is he ready? Are they gonna be able to time this well enough? He comes in with a deagle, gets one, and a follow-up as well, taking down Frozen. A massive breach into the bomb site, and Robs on the flank, but the entire defense is gone. And that's going to be a bomb plant and a near impossible retake here. That was perfect.
Well, we have the old school VP chance. Now we have the old school Snacks plays. The fact that he's able to sneak in that fashion is incredible. And the defense, I mean, if you're those 2 players at the B bomb site, you're so confused. You're blaming your teammate for how he got into that kind of a position, and you have no idea how he was so advanced. What a great double kill at the perfect moment. And Rops can do nothing but sit back and maybe try and grab a rifle as they evacuate the bomb blast. And they are going to come right at him. And actually, with a low HP, Rops could tear them apart. He hears the footsteps. He's waiting patiently. The first and the second, they line up, and there's nowhere for Snacks to go. That is about as good as it gets for Rops. The best he could take away from a bad situation.
That is huge, isn't it? Picks up the Krieg at the end, gets a triple, eliminates all the weapons from the VP side. Look at the tie of the scoreline at 1-1. So this battle starting off in quite the epic fashion. This sneak in, this is where they're just not quick enough. Man, if you're deep behind enemy lines like that, you miss time even one thing, it's all gone. And the entire push on the B hallways, as you're pointing out, it's reliant on Snacks doing that job, and he did it perfectly. Yeah, they actually buy an M4 here, so quite committed Mousesports are trying to swing it back in their favor.
I don't think they'd be doing this if Rops didn't get those 3 kills at the end. But they know there has to be a reinvestment. A victory for Mousesports in the second round, but they lose, or excuse me, for VP, but they lose all 5 players. So why not try and return it immediately? The one creek picked up on Rops as well. Good fight for Snacks as he comes out the top. Forces Chris.J away. That was just the one deagle, but Rops in position.
Go for it with the creek. But the fact that they were both right there meant he couldn't just easily transfer that spray. And Snacks going to be quick enough to return it. That's well worth it from VP's point of view. They're going to be happy about that engagement. And now getting very close to carrying it at Deagle. I don't know if he's going to be ready for it. Instantly dropped Snacks with a follow-up kill. He wants to take more fights and not quite clearing out CT spawn yet. That could be dangerous.
They just have to cover him, really. They're going to cross over. Frozen can't land the shot, but they just have to make sure CT spawn. They don't check left. Somehow they've forgotten about it. A 2-on-2. Snacks making the smart play, making sure he can get the bomb planted. And Chris.J Frozen to lead the way back into the bomb site.
Grenade, but the flash to follow it up, and Snacks and Snatchy able to clear the round out. Virtus.pro now up to 2. That's a brilliant round from Snacks, a triple kill. Little mistake made by VP there, not checking the corner.
Yeah.
But the follow-up, the flashbang to sort of counter the retake, that was perfect.
Yeah, it was all done very well. Like you said, good trade for Snacks. He's playing very well to start this out. The critical 2 kills in the previous round, and now here delivering. And this is, I mean, if you're VP and you're the underdog coming into this, and you don't, you know, the Dust talked about it, long shot, Mousesports, a very, very strong team. This is the best start you can get. You've crippled Mousesports economically in these first 3 rounds.
Yeah, perfect, especially being the underdog. Now in this round, they can obviously guess the economy, and PHR's picked up a Mac 10 that allows you to go and check bomb sites. You can send them in first to find out exactly what's going on, and if anything goes wrong, doesn't really matter that much. They don't even send the Mac 10 in first. They just commit to the bomb site, so that leaves a possibility for some sort of error, but...
Yeah, it's a bit risky, but it's panned out. It's all worked in their favor. It's going to be 3-1, and Snatchy still feels the presence of one more player. Rops takes him down. Might be able to get a follow-up. And Chris.J now on the flank. Would love one more weapon, but surely they're going to be mindful of this after what Rops did to him in the second round. They're going to be looking towards this part, and actually no need to even evacuate in this direction this time around. But Chris.J knows there's an AK-47 on the ground, and he's actually given up his position. A nice dink. But I don't think he can get anything out of it. VP swarming to shut him down. 3-1 here on Mirage. And the guns are going to come back for Mousesports, but the question of the AWP. They don't have the money for it. It'd have to be no armor, and they decided to just forget about it entirely. 5 rifles.
They haven't had to counter any AWPs either, so maybe just waiting a little bit before they start to look into that. Quick outside of the A-bomb side this time. Need to clear out the apartments first, but yeah, this could be quite the powerful attack, especially with 2 people towards connector. If they're going to get smoked out.
Yeah. It's all about the timing of when they rotate and get back into the site. If they get blocked off, and remember, there's been a lot of emphasis from VP on middle, and now just a contact play through the smoke. No one looking in this direction. Oh, good shot from Rops. That's huge. Buys Walksick some time. He's blind, though, and now he must find his fight. VP has no idea he's here, and he's waiting for his perfect moment, and he's found it. Great peek, and Virtus.pro being locked out of this bomb site still for the moment.
Yeah, Walksick just can't be found on that bomb site. He's already got a great double, and they're running out of players here on the T side. Snatchy, now it's about doing damage, and he can't even do that. Frozen, waiting in jungle, able to drop him. A great defense put up by Mousesports. Not falling back and waiting for the bomb plant, but actually fighting before they even got to it.
Well, and also benefit of the stylistic attack from VP is, you know, you're turning the corner and you're fighting towards jungle. You want to make this hit happen before the smokes plume, and no one actually attacked the bomb site, which means Walksick, look at him, never any pressure on him whatsoever. He had free reign of the entire site, and that's a nightmare to deal with.
Something learned from VP, though. Interesting to see if they sort of try and go back to that, if they amend that kind of an attack a little bit, if they try and do it differently. Oh, PHR absolutely saw that shot coming through. That information, double nade in the window, does a bit to Rob's, but maybe not enough. Frozen, though, will go down. And that was the first clue there in the middle, wasn't it?
Yeah, and unfortunately, he had no idea that he'd been spotted. The information passed along that there was someone definitely in there is going to be heads up for Snatchy to make sure he clears out every crevice in connector. Now PHR turns into a lurk. He controls mid. He can hear Mousesports making an information play. The pop flash is over, they're clearing out underpass, but they still have no idea PHR is here. And he's just the recon mission. He's passing so much intel over to this A hit.
Yeah, this is great. Now, Chris, is he going to turn into a lurker and a flanker through T-spawn, or is he going to come in and reinforce through middle? That makes a big difference. The choice that he makes here could absolutely impact the outcome of the round. Same
with the backstab from PHR. You have to imagine it's going to start coming in right now as VP moves up the ramp. There's a perfect flashbang, perfect coordination, but only one kill for it.
Veggie with a good return. PHR taking down Karrigan, coming through connector, and then flank very late in the day now for Chris. That bomb not planted yet, and actually, they're going to go for it right about now. Woxic waiting, communicating with Chris, and he can't wait any longer. He goes down, and the flank absolutely red. Veggie with a double, and Virtus.pro off to quite a powerful start here. I don't know, I think Woxic wanted to wait for Chris, but at the same time, once the bomb goes down, they lose a lot of advantage. So
especially in a 2-on-4, right? You want to make the play. This was a good first kill. Actually, I really liked the play from Mousesports to clear out mid in the mid round before the hit actually comes in, but you have to do it the whole way. If you're going to make that kind of a play, you have to clear out that corner. You have to make sure you're not going to get backstabbed, clear it entirely, and they just never check for PHR. Karrigan was like the next player who also could have held off that hit, and he had no chance.
None at all. Scout now being picked up by Mousesports, and that's more or less it here. Nothing else very exciting. So Virtus.pro have done an excellent job of crushing that Mousesports economy, which is a huge reason why not just you know 4-2 right now is a great scoreline, but they could build so much more behind it. This could be kind of a crushing first half the way that it's unfolding.
Yeah, and they've kept the AWP away about as long as you could hope for, right? It's going to be out in the next round. But, I mean, you're not going to complain whatsoever with 7 rounds not having to face against that weapon. That's a beautiful start. And this is very patient from VP now. First kill goes their way. Chris J on catwalk. Still 2 defenders at this bomb site. But again, they've had no issues moving up. And Snatchy spearheading it. Finds another headshot. And wow, Mousesports getting trounced every step of the way.
And surely that's going to be checked, yeah. Shooting right for PHR.
I think he barbecued himself, yeah.
Well, we know what the chat's going to be like.
Well, we didn't catch it on camera, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's true enough. We saved him some embarrassment.
Yeah, if you didn't see it, did it really happen?
There's a replay observer somewhere frantically thinking like, yeah.
I'm going to ruin this guy's career.
I've got him. Well, never a bad thing, is it, when we get a little bit of comedy involved in all of this. Rob's 1 versus 4, and he gets a kill at least. So trying to do some damage towards the end. 5-2.
Where's that timeout from Mousesports? You imagine they'd want to take one. Remember, Virtus.pro took a timeout early in the second round, and that's, I don't know if it's a risk, but that's a very early timeout to take, and it's obviously paid off in spades. But Mousesports seemingly a little bit lost at the moment, and it's starting to slip away from them. Might want to take one soon. And indeed, they've done it right now.
We finally picked up an AWP on Woxic, so it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. Man, we should get a camera on this guy with a drum in front of the VP crowd. He's off the charts. I love this guy.
He's a goddamn legend. That is incredible.
Yeah, if at any point we get the camera on him, it'll be just perfect.
I'm hoping our mics are catching him up.
Yeah, in fact, hire him for future events.
Yeah, bring him everywhere. Budapest firmly behind Virtus.pro in this matchup. 5-2 lead, they're loving it.
Look at him, this is brilliant. This is the level of engagement and excitement you want to bring to any esports event that you attend in the future. They're grouping up outside of the A bomb site. That AWP on Woxic, man, it has better be put to good use here, because otherwise there is not much defense. Robs is underneath Shadow, but alone, that doesn't make any difference. And there it is, big opening, taking down Veggie. Robs is out of it, so now it really is all on Woxic, and they surely can just flash him out of that one. A little bit of a risk there from Frozen, and Mihu will take him out. 4 versus 3, and they're not even rushing to get the bomb plant down here.
Well, the bomb is, I mean, it's actually dropped on the floor, so now they have to be patient. Now they've used a lot of the utility. They do have 3 flashbangs. Here comes bomb picked up, going for the plant. Gonna try and spam it down. Great peek from Snacks, though. That's Woxic, and Karrigan now left to try and pick up the pieces. A big flight coming in for Chris J with the AWP, but Karrigan needs to be patient, needs to let Chris J have his chance.
Sneaking in behind, nobody's watching for it. He's got 2 targets, but with the AWP, that's tricky. He gets one on Mihu, but misses the next shot. And now Karrigan trying to make his move in on the other side. It's a good kill, taking down PHR, and Snax is alone, and he instantly drops him that Krieg headshot, a triple kill. And Virtus.pro barely win that round, but 11-3 on Snax. He is having a great start to this game.
Yeah, what a time. We've been waiting for that old Snax to come back. We've been scratching our heads wondering where it went, and this is a good performance to get his team started on the right foot.
That's that little cool detail. When they put the bomb down, this kill,
yeah,
they're doing that as they're putting the bomb down. They flash CT spawn for that kill coming, for that peek coming out of apartment. So they know that when that bomb sound comes in, that's when someone peeks, and then they flash it.
That's a tantalizing prospect for the defender, isn't it? That's when you know he's trying to think in his head if it's time to make the move. And it seemed like Mousesports might even recover that. They had the flank, they had the player from CT spawn. The remaining Virtus.pro players were actually crunched in that 2-on-2 and just couldn't manage it. Karrigan might be able to line up a headshot here. He sees him around the smoke, but it's not a clean shot. Oh, none of them are clean. None of it's gone well. And the fact that he's alive is a miracle in itself.
Did the metal bar catch one of those bullets? Because it looked like it was on. Snax finding his 12th kill, taking down Chris. And against the pistols here, this should be not much of an issue. There is a flank coming out. Rops is on an adventure. Could maybe catch a player and delay things a bit. No, Mihu going to catch him long range, in fact, in T-spawn, and this A-bomb site going to be falling pretty quickly.
It's astounding to me how free some of these bomb sites have been repeatedly in this game. Good double kill at the end. I mean, VP could just go elsewhere. They can run away. Surely don't lose this. Frozen now. He's delivering 3 kills. He needs a 4th. It's Mihu waiting patiently. He's got 40 seconds to make Frozen feel nervous. Slow peek into the site. And he drops him. A good recovery for VP, but another heroic attempt for Frozen. Mousesports now on a 4-round losing streak, 7 of the last 8.
That was a round in which you know they have pistols, you know you've killed 3 out of 5, and you just say, you know what, even though the bomb is not here and we're at all here, let's just go onto the A-bomb side, and that was almost a really horrible mistake. That should be a wake-up call to VP, just to remind everybody, you know what, let's calm down a little bit, because we're winning a lot, and there's no reason to let them back in the game. 3 AWPs. Have I lost my mind, or have they?
I was about to say, it's not, there's
am I taking crazy pills?
Possibility for another horrible mistake from the Mousesports side this time. 3 ops is going to be interesting to manage, especially because Virtus.pro has been getting into the bomb site so easily. Like, Mousesports hasn't even been able to stop him from getting in. If you're going to try and retake A or B with 3 ops, it's not going to be a fun time. A second tactical pause called from Virtus.pro. And that's got to be Cuban trying to use his experience to keep them calm in a very hot start.
And that's what they need right now. A little bit of calm, just a little bit of focus, and they can ride this wave. Again, the economy for Mousesports half of the time is absolutely dreadful. 7-2 and 3 AWPs picked up by the Mousesports team, and they need this, right? I mean, they need a victory and hopefully a string of them. Otherwise, this first half is not even going to be contestable at all. Snax clearing underpass. And more of a default kind of setup here early on. Maybe expecting some aggression out of the Mousesports side.
And well, it's wild that they have 3 AWPs and how passive they're playing. They're not challenging for any map control. They're not trying to go for picks whatsoever. These ops not even gathering information at a distance. So Snax now in a very dangerous position and one of the first real pioneers of this kind of play. All down to timing for Rops as that smoke clears. Snax not aware of it. Rops spots him first. But then he gives himself up. Snatchy was ready and waiting. Now the ops chime in. Karrigan and Woxic at range. And another one for Karrigan.
This is what a round is like, isn't it, when you're playing against 3 ops? As soon as you start turning corners, you just lose half your team. And it doesn't even look like they got, I mean, they should have got to that corner, but otherwise they weren't really close to getting onto a bomb side. Woxic has that angle covered. Veggie creeps right into it. That's 4 kills with AWPs in that round. Really, really good job.
Only 2 spotted. That third one, they still haven't seen it towards the A-bomb site. So they know there's one in mid that rotated over towards market. They know Karrigan had one watching Catwalk and B-Halls at that site. They haven't seen Chris J with his at the A-bomb site yet. And despite the fact that it's 4 rounds in a row previously and now a 7-3 lead, Virtus.pro does not have a whole lot of money. They're out. They're going to buy into this. Snatchy and AWP. Snax is going to be on a MAC 10. And even Veggie all the way down to a Deagle.
Yeah, but UMPs and Mac 10s and Deagles against AWPs, if you get the right smokes in, you can get so close.
That's the theory behind this call, right? We've seen 2 ops. Let's just do a set piece, put up the wall of smokes, really isolate the ops, and it's not working at the first step.
Snatchy a bit early with that one.
Well, that actually wasn't even the whole set piece. That was what, a pop flash and a peek with the op trying going for a heads-up duel. They've done it again, which might give them the angle they need.
They still need to clear out Robs, and he's such a terrific player. That might not be easy. There's the flash in for Robs, and he's actually going to get run down by PHR. That UMP taking a really wide angle.
Virtus.pro has to get in, though. They have to. No one's moved forward, and they're actually out of utility. They have 1 smoke on Veggie with the AWP, but that's not going to be enough with all these AWPs at different angles. That's going to give plenty of opportunities for Woxic, Kerrigan, and Chris J to just take pop shots into the bomb site. And that bomb is a risky plant out in the open. There's the baited peek. That was well done. The jump to ruin Veggie's attention.
Yeah, he was absolutely bait there, wasn't he? 4-3 now, with the bomb only just being planted. Kerrigan making his way through the middle. Mihu getting 1, PHR with the follow-up, but he's got that UMP still in middle. Can he swap it out? Yeah, there's the AWP instead. That's a much better weapon. He's got the right idea in the kill as well, taking down Woxic. That is a very smart play, and now Frozen. No, the bomb is in the other position, and he's low, and he's down. Virtus.pro 8-3. That's a brutal way to win a round, and you see him playing on autopilot there at the end. Just, you know, I'm going to smoke the... Oh, no, not the bomb.
Yeah, just assuming it's planted in front of triple. That's a bit of a mistake, I guess you'd call it. But it's pretty indicative of how this half has gone. Some of the right ideas have been there for Mousesports. The execution has not been clean. And this has really spiraled out of their control. That's an expensive setup as well, that triple op setup they went into in the previous round. And they just cannot afford any more ops here. 4 M4s, the 1 Deagle on Chris J. Plenty of utility for the CT side, but if Mousesports get reset here, you might as well pack this map in because it's going to be such an advantage for VP.
That was like the rap music video approach to Counter-Strike, where you buy all the gold and sort of make yourself look like you've already made it, you're already rich, and it doesn't really work out. Tragic, isn't it?
A fake it till you make it situation.
Exactly.
Rops, the Molotov is going to force him in, patiently waiting, and Snacks on this lurk. Actually, full mid control based off that little bit of pressure. And now look at VP refocusing their attention across the map, going to the other side, and Mousesports gets pulled and picked apart. They have no idea where to rotate, and VP's in the perfect position to punish everything.
Again, I mean, it's been such a long time, and he will go down here. Kerrigan, who had a rough start to this game, but now finding a good kill on Snacks. Long range spray from Woxic. How is he still alive? Snatchy, he should be dead, but look at Mihu's position. That is going to cut everything apart. And Kerrigan walking into the bomb site, going down to Snatchy. Another round for VP. I was going to say, the danger of having somebody like Snacks on the map has been kind of absent from Counter-Strike for a long time.
Yeah.
But I bet Mousesports didn't really want to re-experience that.
No,
and many of them will never have, right? Maybe only Kerrigan here, Chris.
Yeah, those are probably the 2 guys just saying, you know, if Snacks gets going, this is going to be a tough, like, let's not let that happen. And he's been great. Snacks has been the pivot point for this offense in that mid position. He's been so good at those lurks.
Might have even been some sort of conversation when the rest of them joined the team. Like, there's the myth of Snacks. Like, don't worry, he's gone. It's like Bigfoot. We only have weird footage of it. It's not really real anymore.
Yeah, it's all grainy. We haven't seen it in a while. You can't really focus it. Well, they're learning today. Kerrigan again in this position, trying to peer around the edge of the smoke. He had an opportunity for a kill in the same spot previously, couldn't land it. Full mid control for Virtus.pro. Veggie's got to be careful as he rotates back. Yeah, Chris J with the advanced position, a chance. Oh my lord, nothing going right for anyone on Mousesports.
No, it really isn't. That is the position you want to use that CC, and
he gets the immediate dink as well.
Yeah, it was all good. But the follow-up wasn't. Woxic now, he's got nowhere to stand. He gets dropped, nearly a kill there, but Mihu's saving his teammate. And that will be the round very quickly with nobody going down, 10-3. What a mad start from Virtus.pro.
This Mousesports team, the story around it, so much skill, so much potential, so many young players that we look at and we say they could be some of the next superstars of the next generation. But this Mousesports team at the moment does not seem to be playing with any kind of cohesion together. And Virtus.pro is taking advantage of that. Double op setup for the defensive side. Kerrigan and Woxic with that. And this time VP going directly to the B bomb site. Oh, big fight for Snatchy to win, and he's gonna press the issue. He's gonna look towards catwalk, spots one, that's pinned down. That defender, Chris J, there's nowhere for him to go except for forward, and he's committed. He's so committed, and he finds nothing.
What do you even do at this point in time? They're just making it all work. From that first kill to they're on the bomb site, and Chris, he can't even find anywhere to stand, can he? He's just kind of in the middle of nowhere on that bomb site. Frozen and Rob's left trying to save the rifles here.
Dare we say that they're just starting to plow over this Mousesports defense? Do we yet go there? Because this has just been like a buildup of momentum this whole time, and now it feels like Mousesports, even when they're in the right position, can't do anything on an individual level, on a team level. They're getting crushed.
I won't lie, when the plow's been in storage for this long, you've got to assume there's some rust on it. It's going to take some time before it can really get up and running. But
this is the new plow. They put in a new order for the younger model.
They have absolutely upgraded it, haven't they? It's wonderful to see. Frozen going to be going down. Veggie cleaning up the round. They save nothing going into round number 15. And they actually needed those rifles badly. My God. UMPs, Ramasses.
I'm buying this guy a beer after the series.
Oh yeah.
They're pulling aside.
Just get him like a esports 360 kind of pass where he just goes to all the events, shows up.
Well, 11-3. It'd be an understatement to say that Mousesports needs this fourth round. They need everything they can get. Mihu's gonna get tagged up down to 3 HP. And Voxic still taking shots with this scout in towards mid, and you might as well risk it. You might as well just overextend and try and make something happen. Great recovery. Ooh. He should have gone down, but a stunning headshot.
He had to line that up. He actually had to spend a bit of time down through the box, though. Seems unfair, doesn't it? 4-on-4. And now they're getting real close. Chris going down in the corner. Frozen and Rops over by the CT spawn. It's still a 2-on-2. And that FAMAS nearly edging out the kill. That's the bomb as well, so that would have been a disaster. But now they can actually escape. Yeah,
they know where both players are. They know exactly where they are. Now it's a hustle over to the B bomb site. If you're on the defense, you have to be slow and cautious, because you know VP has actually picked you off trying to rotate across the map so many times previously. But you also feel the need to beat them to the B site, and it's not going to happen. Rops slowly and cautiously checking every corner. The smoke going to deny him information, and now he's got to pause and wait for his teammate.
Bomb has been planted.
Bomb goes down, but Robs with a big kill there. They need one more every round count right now here for Mousesports, but they've got Snatcher to deal with. And AWP on that diagonal line into the bomb site. Oh, he misses a big chance, and now he gets caught in the corner. They don't have any smokes, and he gets Robs. This might be a disaster. And Frozen, what could he do? He's trying to bait him into it, tapping the bomb a single time, coming off it again, and Snatchy just shoulder peeking him, playing with him right now. Oh, this is so cruel. He's not defusing that bomb yet, and he knows Snatchy. That's perfectly played. A triple kill and a 12-3 finish for Virtus.pro. That's... You just feel so outplayed when you're the guy trying to defuse that bomb.
And what can you actually do? He has so many advantages for Snatchy. He couldn't have played that more perfect. Even calling the bluff after like the fourth little jiggle peek, even just not even doing it one time around. This was a disgusting half from Virtus.pro. They made Mousesports look silly. And for a team that went into the major Mousesports with so many high hopes of going deep into the tournament, I mean, to go to this now, where Virtus.pro, we haven't even seen them. No, we didn't even know what to expect coming into this event out of this VP lineup.
Absolutely no expectations, at least on my part. But this is amazing. 17-7 on Snacks to start the half. That's the first half done, but right behind him, Snatchy at 14, Veggie at 11, 13 on Mihu and PHR, a little bit low, but not much by 9. It's still outrageous.
And I entirely forgot that Mousesports won the pistol round.
Yeah.
That's mental.
It's not good, is it?
No, 3 rounds with a pistol round win is so brutal. Well, VP is back. At least for the moment. What a statement of a first half that was.
Well, it's more than just the fact that some of them are having a good game right now. It's just a feeling that this, at least if nothing else, you feel like you can build on this.
Yeah.
Right. There's a foundation here.
There's things to work with.
Yeah. Of course they're going to run into more trouble when they start playing even higher. Sort of top levels. Well, not the Mousesports isn't, but just if they have to run into Liquid or something like that later in their careers here, that could be a very different experience. But at the same time, yeah, if you can keep this core together, then you can definitely build on this. This is so much fun.
He's been nonstop. 12-3. I don't know what conversation you have if you're Kerrigan, if you're Chris J. You got to imagine those are the two leaders of this team, both tactically and emotionally. And I'm not entirely sure what the speech is at halftime for the young guys. I don't know if there is something you could say to help them recover.
I feel like they will have been in a situation like this before, so it's just about saying, you know what, guys, we know comebacks can be made. This is a rough start, but
also, I mean, we have to give credit. The Dust did set it up perfectly. This is the first match of the day, and yeah. I mean, it's one of those intangible factors, but we've seen it frequently where the favorites coming in on the opening match of the day just sometimes coming out flat, maybe not being as warmed up as they should be. And the story can change in the second map, but this is where, I guess the only thing maybe Chris J or Kerrigan say is, like, let's just try and get some of these guys online in the second half. Like, maybe the comeback is out of reach, but maybe you get someone individually waking up for map 2.
Yeah, I think that's the key, surely. Because some of the aim power on Mousesports is ridiculous. It's just that somehow they've been outdone in the first half at least. Now VP on the CT side looking for 4 rounds here. Veggie getting run down by the Glock, and Mihu actually sneaking in a kill, and he follows it up, taking down Robs. 2 headshots with the USP. And that kind of slows Mousesports down a lot.
Well, I'm amazed that Chris J is just running the whole way in underpass because Mihu's going to hear that. He had to have known he's on catwalk, and now he's focused up towards these B halls and more running. With 1 minute and 15 seconds, VP has all the information. Mihu's going to get challenged, an immediate goosh. Dropped by Frozen, that's well done. There is a player still in the bomb site. A flank coming in as well, but PHR, the longer he holds on, the more effective the flank will be.
Absolutely right. Now they're up close. Frozen will take him down. This is looking a little bit better. A 2-on-2. That bomb plant. Is it going to happen? No. Snacks coming in with the flank. And now he's in trouble, Frozen. He's got the time, but they know where he is, somewhere in the back of that bomb site. And as soon as he fires the gun, it's got to be a headshot or they'll group up on him. He's now low, hiding behind the bench, and Snacks raining down death from above. And that will be the round. Virtus.pro, they steal that one. And surely, I mean, that's got to be the final.
That's the final straw, right? That has got to break the back. Yeah, you're right. He did steal one through that smoke. That one was not theft at all. He just wrecks the second player. And just everything set up perfectly. The flank coming in, PHR with 1 kill. No chance for Kerrigan. No way to read the flank that fast. And Virtus.pro just not slowing down. They might as well just end the map quickly.
Mentally feeling myself transported back to Krakow and that Polish audience. That was probably one of the best experiences of my life.
The Polish audience is just so powerful.
Yeah, it truly is amazing. Chris will take down Veggie. That's a good start here. And again, even though making a comeback at this point is going to be almost impossible, you're absolutely right. Getting people fired up, getting them online, and just, you know, going into the second map with a feeling that, you know what, we can easily fight these guys. We've got the aim power, and they absolutely have. So slight change of mentality here is really important.
Well, the question is, the way that Virtus.pro has won this map so far on that T side is just manipulating them across the map, neutralizing all that individual skill by making them rotate into awkward situations. Are they going to be as prepared and as knowledgeable on other maps to make that happen? Mihu with the kill, a return on Drops. This A defense, this is going to be a stressful situation. PHR out in the open. If they swing off the balcony, he's in trouble. 2 angles to manage, and he's done it with the help of Snatchy. Keeping space, and PHR still buying time, jumping up. 1 more kill would be great, but it's not there.
Risk, big risk jumping up like that. The flashbang before they even get the bomb plant, and Snacks is now creeping onto the bomb site, ducking under the smoke with that MP9 up on top, and he's going to take them down again. They probably feel like they've cleared that out at that point, but he uses that flashbang timing to just sneak in behind the smoke.
That was Mousesports smoke, wasn't it? The flashbang from Snacks. Yeah, the smoke betrays them. That gives Snacks what he needs, and also, I mean, the intuition between the 2 VP players there. PHR taking that first shot. Everyone focuses over to triple boxes, and Snacks pounces from default. A nice, clean 2 versus 2 victory for VP in that second round. 14-3. Natu called this a 2-0. Drellin said it would be 2-1. He said this would be a close map, and it's not close at all, but it is looking like VP is going to take the opener.
I think everybody's shocked, most especially Mousesports at this point in time. Mihu Actually, Woxic gonna throw away that scout and pick up the AK instead. It makes a lot of sense. But Mihu's hitting some great shots. Not the most flashy first half from him, although it was good. But second half here, he's really been stepping it up. And I don't know, 5 versus 2. This is very bad because Mousesports now are they're gonna be walking off the stage thinking, what happened? You know, like that was quick, and now we just have to mentally throw it away and prepare for map 2.
Yeah, they're gonna come up and just be like, we're ready to play the first map, guys. Like, we're here.
Are we live?
And they've got to do it to the sounds of VP chants as well.
Yeah.
Frozen and Kerrigan, the last 2 left. And they're just chilling. No good answer on what to do here to try and recover in this round or even this map. Frozen with the Krieg, hoping there's going to be some kind of a mistake, but VP just sitting back, waiting, playing very disciplined.
And Snacks is there with the AK, ready to take the first headshot, and Miu on the other angle. I don't know how you can easily do this. You need, well, you have a smoke, but you need to block off the entire sort of left part of this bomb site and then deal with Snacks on your own. And again, the first point of contact is just going to be your face showing, and that is just not fun at all. This is actually brilliant, yeah. Instant headshot, and Mihu on the follow-up. That was always going to happen. 15-3, Virtus.pro, 1 round away from sweeping Mousesports off of the first map here at the semi-final.
And it's, I mean, you mentioned they had the smoke, but when you're in a 2-on-5 like that, you can't use the smoke. You can't give away the game too early. You need to make a contact play. You need to get that first kill pretty clean with no indication it's coming. And obviously, when you walk out in that position, there's just so many disadvantages. One more chance for Mousesports to stay alive. Snatchy with his AWP. Gonna bring it towards mid. Goes for the peek, and he's got it so fast. I think there's gonna be a flashbang coming out. Why not go for more? Chris J's got him through the wall, and now look at the aggression from the defense. They're offering themselves to Mousesports. A chance here for Mousesports to get a 4th, but the HP is low, and the nade's coming in. It's perfect.
Right to the forehead. I think that was just VB saying, we're so confident in this. We've got it. The August out, a headshot, and it's a 16-3 as Mousesports are plowed by Virtus.pro in this first map. I was not expecting anything like this, but what a brilliant way to start the day here in Budapest.
I wonder if Virtus.pro was even thinking that a couple times, looking over, and you just see him kind of smiling, winning, like when Snatchy's winning clutches, and it seemed like they're almost amazed that they came out to this level.
Well, that